Yo, welcome back to another video, and today I am telling you my picks for the All-Star game on the Eastern Conference team. Let's get right into it. For the backcourt, my first pick is Donovan Mitchell. He is top 10 in points per game, averaging 27.7 points per game. He's third most rebounds per game for shooting guards, averaging 5.6. He has the fourth most assists per game for shooting guards, averaging 5.5. And he's second in steals per game for the whole league. The Cavs are also seventh in the East. My other backcourt player for the East is Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese is averaging 24.5 points per game. He leads the league in assists per game with 12.2. He's shooting 41.3% from three, which is crazy with his horrible shooting form. My shooting form looks better than him, but he makes like a win. And the Pacers are 8th in the East, and they had a really good run in the play-in tournament, just to be unfortunately stopped by the Lakers and LeBron. But not much can stop LeBron and AD during that game. Now let's go for my front court picks. My first front court pick is Jason Tatum. As a Celtics fan, this is not biased. It's clear to see. He's 11th in points per game, averaging 26.9. 8.5 rebounds per game, which is second most as a small forward. He is top 10 in assists per game for small forwards, and he's the best player on the best team, which basically always gets you a nod for the All-Star starters, almost. But with the stats and the team success, he's going to get it. The Celtics are by far the best team in the league. My next pick for the front court in the East team is Giannis Antetokounmpo. He is top something in I'm looking at my notes. 1 second. Giannis is top 5 in points per game, averaging 30.8. He is 7th in field goal percentage of the whole league with 60.4%, which is really good for his his points per game. He is 6th in rebounds per game for the whole league, averaging 10.9, and the Bucks are the second team in the East, and Giannis is top 3 for MVP voting. But since we're talking about MVP voting, move on to my last vote for the front court, which would be Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is number 1 in MVP right now, going crazy on my fantasy team recently in general. He leads the league in scoring, averaging 35 points per game. He makes the most free throws per game for the whole league with 10.3, which a lot of people bash Joel Embiid for, but getting fouled is still a skill. So, it's a rating on 2K. Draw foul. So, he's 5th in rebounds per game for the whole league, averaging 11.7. He's top 10 in blocks per game, averaging 2 blocks a game. And the 76ers are 3rd in the East. So, again, the top 3 teams basically have locks for their front court for the East. Those are my votes to go in. Now I'd like to talk about some honorable mentions. Starting off with Trae Young. Trae Young's been completely mid, and third, I think it says last whatever, the Hawks are 600 and 600. So they're very mid team. And Trae Young's not been playing as good as he's been known to. But he's still top 10 in points per game, and he's second in assists per game. So, next, my honorable mention is Paolo Banchero. The Magic are the 4th seed. Paulo's putting up good stats, not amazing stats where he's top tier in every statistic, but the Magic are 4th. The Magic haven't been a good team in a long time, and Paolo is their best player on that team, so they deserve some love. Tyrese Maxey is my next honorable mention with he's 12th in points per game in the whole league. He's going crazy with James Harden there, and when James Harden got traded, the Sixers really gave him the keys. So he took an even bigger jump in scoring, being almost top 10 with Joel Embiid, and that's absolutely crazy with Joel Embiid being your teammate, being the highest scorer in the league. Being able to still almost crack top 10 is amazing. So Tyrese Maxey definitely gets his flowers, and it's definitely an honorable mention for the All-Star game. My next honorable mention for the Eastern All-Star team is Jaylen Brown. He's overall a great player. His stats don't jump at you, even though they're really good. They're not top 10 in much, but he's the second best player on the second best team, and his second best team is by far the best. There's been multiple times they've given positions, like picks to the All-Star game for that. Rudy Gobert's stats don't jump at you a lot, but he's made All-Star games because of that. Draymond Green, while they're both Defensive Player of the Years, they're still added on. Here's a better example. Mike Conley got added when the injury reserve, even though his stats weren't amazing. He was the third best player on the best team in the league. Jaylen Brown is a better player than Mike Conley was, and he's the second best player on the best team. So he definitely will make that team. He could even start, but I have Donovan Mitchell and Tyrese Haliburton over him. Wow, my honorable mentions is very guard heavy. My other honorable mention is Jaylen Brown. Not Jaylen Brown. You gotta be kidding me. My honorable mention is Jalen Brunson. My boy Josh, Megan JJ on YouTube. He's gonna love this pick. He's 16th in points per game, and the Knicks are 6th in the East. Jalen Brunson had like a 120 point fantasy night a couple of days ago. So it was not a couple of days ago. It was a good while. It was like a week ago probably now, but it's still amazing. Jalen Brunson definitely deserves his All-Star vote, and not just to be an injury add-on. And my last honorable mention that I've put down is Damian Lillard. While he's had an off year, he's still teamed up with Giannis, who's top 3 MVP every year. Top in points, all of that. So you understand he's going to take a step back because he's never been the second guy. And if he hasn't been the second guy in so long. So, but he's still 13th in points per game, and the Bucks are second in the East. So they're going to get the love to have another player because not every team can have. Technically, every team could have an All-Star, but not every team is going to have an All-Star because a lot of teams aren't successful. For example, Cade Cunningham is putting up pretty good stats, but his team is absolutely shit. The Pistons are trash. Completely trash. Sell the team. But this is my Eastern votes. The next video will be my Western Conference All-Star team. And you gotta go, so peace.